Hi everyone, today we are looking at a question like this. Now, as you can see over here, they showed us that the ticket price for adult is $32 and the ticket price for child is $18. Okay, so this is just one ticket price. Okay, so this is something that you might want to take note of. Okay, now once I'm done with this, I can read on to sentence number 1. All right, it says that on a public holiday, the number of child tickets sold was 180 more than the number of adult tickets. That means to say this is my how many. Okay, this is my how many. Okay, so what I would like to do is I like to put CT over here, AT over here. So what's CT? CT stands for child ticket, AT stands for adult ticket, correct? So what I want to do is I want to say that the child ticket is 180 more. So we have 180 over here. Okay, and then for adult ticket, it will be this much. And what I want to do is I want to say that this is my how many tickets. Okay, I want to write down that this is my how many tickets. Some of you prefer to write down that this is my number of tickets. I say that again, number of tickets. Okay, now, so what I like to do, okay, is I would like to read on to sentence number 2. Okay, I read on to sentence number 2. And in sentence number 2, we know that the amount of money collected from the sale of adult tickets was 2,752 or 2,752 more than the sale of child tickets. So for child tickets, adult tickets, we know that adult is definitely more than the child tickets, okay? More than the child tickets by how much? By 2,752, okay? And I know that this is my how much are the tickets. And some of you prefer to write down the value, all right? Or some prefer to call it the cost of the tickets, the price of the tickets, okay? However you want to phrase it, okay? Whatever that helps you understand best, okay? If you prefer how much is best, then you just keep putting how much, understand? For myself, I prefer how many and how much. I feel that makes it very clear to me, right? How many means number, how much means value, correct? Okay, so now once I have these two in the question, right, more or less I can go towards the number x value method. Okay, I can go towards the number x value method. Okay, now before I even go on to that, right, I just want to help those who are watching this video. If you have never attended my lesson, right, you probably won't understand because you definitely need to know the foundation, right? So maybe let me just help you out with that. Okay, let's imagine this. Okay, let's imagine today I have 20 tickets over here. Okay, if I have 20 tickets over here, you will immediately tell me, and if I were to ask you, how much do you think this person will spend on child tickets? You will immediately tell me, Teacher Joseph, I know. I know. Why? Because, Teacher Joseph, I know that you have purchased 200 child tickets. And if one child ticket is $18, right? Then all I need to do is just times 18, what? And you will get to an answer of 3,600. Okay, so this is not one thing, this is not something that I want you to write. Okay, I just want you to understand first because I'm going to go on to another part which requires you to understand this. So they never tell me how much is this. But what I know for sure, right? In P5, we have learned that this is always 1 unit. You understand? That 1 unit is what? That 1 unit could be anything, right? 1 unit you can see as one group. That 1 unit could be 100 tickets. If it's 100, then I'm just going to do 100 plus 180 tickets. That means 280 tickets times $18. All right? But I don't have that. Okay, so the only way I can do it, right, is I still times $18 because one child ticket is $18, correct? So how much do I have? I do not know the exact amount, but I know it in units, and that is okay. I give you another example, okay, to just solidify this point, okay? What do I mean? Let me just write it out first, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do $18 times the 1 unit, and that gives me $18 unit. And then after that, I'm going to do $18 times the 180, and that gives me 3,240. So over here, I just plus 3,240. So I am also going to do the same thing for my children, I apologize, for my adult. So I'm just going to times $32, correct? So adult is also 1 unit, and therefore the total amount of money that I'm going to spend on adults will be $32 unit, correct? Now again, let me just say this again, let me clarify this, okay? I don't know what is the unit. I do not know what is the unit, correct? But what if don't erase this, okay? What if I know that I have 10 adult tickets? Then what will you tell me? Teacher, just very simple. I just have to do $32 times 10 adult tickets, and then I will get to $320 adult tickets. Correct? So this $320 is the amount that you spend on the adult tickets. That means you pay the cashier. True? But no lah, the question is not that straightforward. They don't give you that 10. Make sense? They give you 1 unit instead. So you just same thing, still go and times. The process, the how you do it is still the same. You understand? You still go and do 32 times 1 unit, you get to $32 unit, correct? Okay, now, so we know that this is my what? My total cost. All right, and this is also called my how much. Now let's go and look at our model over here. This 18 units, $18 unit plus 3240 is actually over here. True? Because isn't that for the children? Okay. And I mirror image down, I will also get to this. All right. And one thing good, right, is that I know that the total for adult tickets is actually how much? $32 unit. Okay. So do you remember I always say, right? Because you see, I'm done with sentence number 1, I'm done with sentence number 2, correct? I kind of want to do sentence number 3 already. You know, I'm getting, you know, the hint that hey, I'm about to go on to sentence number 3. But before you even do that, right, you need to make sure you have your Mr. Greenman, correct? Now, what is Mr. Greenman? Mr. Greenman is my 1 unit, correct? So fix your eyes on the unit. Where are my units? My units are all here. Can you all see? These are all my units, correct or not? So the only thing I can do right now, okay, is to balance them. What do I mean by balance them? Okay, I know all of you will be like, but teacher Joseph, why I cannot do $32 unit minus away $18 unit, then maybe minus away 3240 equals to 2752. Well, you can, but I am very afraid that you will make calculation mistakes. That's why in primary school, I try not to tell them that you can use or you can, okay, if it's simple, very straightforward, you can, okay? If it's just like CT, AT, all right, and I tell you that this is the same, this is just $12, I tell you the whole thing is 3 units, can you see this? This is 1 unit, this is 1 unit, you can do it easily, correct or not? You can see that this $12 is definitely my, how many units? 2 units, correct? But over here in this model, right, it gets very complicated. Make sense? It gets very complicated. So what I would prefer you to do is to balance it. So I'm going to balance what? CT and AT. How do I balance something? When I say something is balanced, it means that I have to put the equal sign, correct? It means I have to say that CT is equals to AT. All right, it means that I have to say CT is equals to AT. Do you agree so far? So is CT equals to AT at this moment? No. Why? Because AT is more than CT by how much? 2752. Isn't this the difference? You understand? So never mind. Since I know that that is the difference, that means to say AT is more, I can just add to CT so that they now can balance. Correct? So how do I add to CT? I just write out CT first. What does CT have? CT has $18 unit plus 3240, correct? I'm going to add 2752. Why do you do that? Because I want to balance CT and AT. Understand? For AT, do I need to add? No. I always give it to the one who has lesser. Give it to the poor. Give it to the poor. Give it to the poor. Correct now? So for AT, it is simply just $32 unit. Can you see that AT is $32 unit? All right. CT is this one, right? AT is $32 unit. But CT, when I add the 2752, CT becomes $32 unit as well. Make sense? So from here itself, right, what we can do is we can quickly solve first. Okay, I don't like it when you move, you just quickly solve this part first. Okay, you quickly solve this part first. All right, we go 3240 plus 2752. We get to an answer of 5992, which is equals to $32 unit. Now, when I see something like that, I immediately know, what do I know for sure? I know how to find out this one already. Correct now? $18 unit plus what is equals to $32 unit. So you think, and then you calculate. You know how much is that? We know that this is actually equals to $32 unit minus away $18 unit, which is equals to $14 unit. Correct or not? Because you see, $18 unit plus $14 unit, isn't that equals to $32 unit? Yes, yes. Okay, so I'm going to continue from here. So what I'm going to say is this, I can just simply put that $14 unit is actually equals to 5992. Well, do you guys remember just now from the very beginning, right? Before I even solve question number 3, I say before I solve sentence number 3, I need to make sure I have my Mr. Green man. So my 1 unit is over here. This is my aim. This is always my aim for every question. You understand? So how do I get from $14 unit? Remember, you see here my words. $14 unit to 1 unit. How to get from 14 to 1? Divide by 14. That's right. That's right. So 5992, remember, you cannot just divide by 14. Why? You want to remove the dollar sign. So you have to divide by $14. Then some of you will be like, what about the units? No, I want the units. Why you go and divide? If you divide, division means what? Decrease, to cancel out. You understand? So now what do you have over here? All right, so you do 5992 divided by 14, dollar and the dollar will divide one another. Correct or not? 5992 divided by 14, we get to 428. What? 428 what? $428? Eh? Okay, I remember last time teachers used to tell me before, right? In this kind of question, right, there are always 2 units. Either dollar sign, in this question, is dollar sign or decades. So if I already cancel away dollar sign, then isn't it true that my answer will, or in fact, my units will now be 428 decades? Correct? So this is what? 1 unit, what they're trying to say is that 1 unit is equals to 428 decades. Okay, so if 1 unit goes to 428 decades, yay, Mr. Greenman is out. I can read the question. The question say, I want you to find out the total amount of money. The word amount of money means what? How much? Okay, from the sale of adult tickets. How much immediately go and how much? Look at how much model. You realize that this is the one that they want you to find. You all agree so far? Okay, and we learned that what? 1 unit is 428, so therefore you just have to do 428. Since you want how much? I give you how much? Times $32 unit. All right, you get to 428 times 32. We get to $13,696. And this is the total amount of money that they have collected from the adult tickets. Okay, but we don't stop there because the question says round your answer to the nearest $1,000. So you go to this question, look for the thousands place. Which one is the thousands place? Of course, I will underline for you. We have the ones place, the tens place, okay, the tens place, the ones place, the hundreds place, and of course, this is the thousands place. Can you all see the thousands place? So the thousands place is 3, right? So if 3 is the thousands place, underline first. Look to your right. Who is your right? Who is on your right? 6, right? The one on your right, is it more than 5? Yes, it is more than 5, so therefore you have to add 1. Right? 6 is more than 5, right? So I think this is something that you all should know. So therefore, when I round to the nearest 1,000, my answer for this question has to be $14,000.